Hey friends, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you all are here today. I am going to be making some soap and also some Calendula Salve today. So I just wanted to take you all along with me for the ride and kind of show you how I work the process and all the things. So the first up is I'm going to be working on getting my calendula petals into an oil to infuse for some time in the crock pot. This can be done while I'm doing other things. So let's get on into the video and get soaping. If you all are new here, I'm a homeschooling mom of 4 in Tennessee, and we live on a hobby farm here. We have goats and cows, chickens, and dogs. We love to do canning, grow gardens, and all the fun things that come along with living in the country. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to get my calendula leaves into a small crock pot. You can kind of see it down there at the end of the countertop. But anyway, first I am going to be taking my calendula flowers, which I got these off of Amazon. They are organic, and I'm just going to be taking them and I'm going to be making, trying to decide how I want to do this. It's basically, I'm using the recipe for Calendula Salve from Rachel Weaver's book, Backyard Pharmacy, Weeds That Heal. And I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to be doing 2 cups or whether I want to do more than that. I think I'm going to actually do more than this because I'm going to all the trouble of it, so I'm going to double the recipe. So I'm going to be taking 4 cups of calendula flowers. Look at that. Taking 4 cups of calendula flowers, putting it here into my measuring cup. You can grow calendula. I have. It's not hard to grow, and I plan on growing more of it this year. Next year, I guess I should say. Calendula is so good to help heal skin and wounds and just so many things. Alright, I'm going to be putting this in my crock pot, and then we're going to be topping it with 2 cups of olive oil. Alright, so I have my little crock pot right here. Found this at a thrift store. It's a little rival crock pot, I guess is what it's called, but it's nice and old-fashioned and kind of cute. Alright, now we're going to take the olive oil and just, we're going to get 2 cups of olive oil. You can also do this on the stove top for like 3 hours, where you keep it at a certain temperature, but I'm wanting this to kind of do its thing while I'm doing my thing. So I am just going to be turning it on low, and it's just going to infuse until later today. And then later on, once this is well infused, we will be adding some beeswax pellets, some vitamin E, and stuff like that. And this looks very thick to me. I feel like it needs more oil. I'm going to go ahead and add some more oil because it doesn't even like saturate. I feel like it's going to burn. That is crazy. All right, as you can see there's some of the oil. I'm just gonna try to get it into the oil a bit because before this it wasn't even there. You couldn't even see the oil, so I don't want it burning in my crock pot. So But you can see it's going to make a very strong infusion, which is what we want. Okay, I think I'm finally ready to soap or to make the mixtures and measure out the stuff. Oh my goodness. Nothing is ever easy, okay? But yeah, I opened up my big Rubbermaid that I keep all my soap making supplies in. And the best that I can figure is that a bottle of castor oil came unlidded and was basically on everything. So imagine that. Very sticky oil. Okay, but yes, I think now that I have everything out everywhere, yeah, I think I'm ready to start soaping. So one of the things that I like to save and use for soap making is these buckets here. They work really well. I can make, I think what I'm going to be making is 6 blocks of soap today. It's also a really nice bowl to use. And then I have some other bowls. I have a bunch of, you know, just stuff to be able to put all my supplies in. Anyway, when you don't make soap like very consistently and you don't have a spot to just sort of spread out, it can be kind of hard to get it all situated and ready to go again. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. See that stuff all over the place? Yeah. All right, so the first thing I kind of want to do is get my water and my lye measured out. I think I have a mask and goggles here that didn't get completely oiled and nasty, so that's good news. You do want to wear eye protection. I mean, I guess if you didn't, might be able to get by with it, but it's always good practice to pop a pair of goggles on and pop your mask on whenever you're dealing with lye fumes. I've breathed them before and it makes you cough, and it's not the best, obviously. So this mask will work. Look at this. I'm ready to go to surgery. Woo! It's fogging my glasses up. Okay, my lye's measured out, and then I'm going to be getting my water. And basically, I'm just going to be doing 3 batches of my lye water because I want to be able to fill up 6 blocks of soap. So these are all double recipes. All right, got that. And then we'll be using water. All right, let's add our water here. I'm measuring by grams, so it's a little bit hard to get it all exact sometimes, but all right. So I have my lye, I have my water. I'm going to show you guys the first bucket here, and then I'll mix up the other ones. So you always add your lye to your water. So here goes, and you want to add it slow. So I'm making a lower hydration soap, so there's not as much water in it. That makes it to where it's ready a little sooner. Got this last container of lye had already been open for a little bit, and there was a few cakes in there. And I'm just going to let it sit outside to cool, because you want your soaps and your oils rather and your lye to be very similar temperature when you go to soap. And can you see the steam rising off of that? It's just very hot. I could see how hot it is now, in fact. It'd just be interesting for y'all to know, because, you know, I'm just using cold water in here. Yeah, good. It says it's 180 degrees right now, so it's very hot. All right, well, there's my first bucket of lye water. And I'm gonna be doing some more here and finishing up. All right, well, I've measured out the hard oils, which are the coconut and shea butter is what I use anyway. So I'm gonna take these, got my 3 containers, and I'm gonna pop them in the microwave and get them really melted, and then I'll add in my canola and olive oil, and then we'll just let it all sit there till it's the temperature we want to soap with, and then we can start talking fragrances and colorants and all that sort of thing. All right, I'm gonna go get these heated up. All right, we've got our oils melted here, and then I'm going to be adding in the liquid oils, olive and canola. Okay, there's that. Okay. Oh, man, the canola oil is, it's tight. Oh, my wrist is hurting me. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right, and it's our first bucket of oils. We can see how much. It's 122, so. All right, well, there we go. All right, guys, well, I've got my oil and my lye at very close to the same temperature, which, let's see here, I've got my oils at 85, and my lye at 92. I can see if I have another one closer to that, but alright, this one actually is the same temperature, so I'm just gonna do those. So this one here is at 83, this one is at 86. That's great. Okay, now this is where I'm going to be putting my goggles on again, because I'm going to be mixing my lye into my oils with a hand mixer. So here it goes again. Okay, I've got my stick blender, and it's in there at an angle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be dividing them up into the 2 buckets. I feel like that's really pretty close. Alright, so curious about what these weigh. Wow, 1470. 1490. So wow, really close. So I want to do candy cane. So I'm gonna be measuring out some fragrance here. such a, wow, really good fragrance. Just want it to have a nice fragrance to it. It's hard to know exactly how much to use, and I suppose if I use a fragrance calculator, that would help, right? Okay, so I'm going to be mixing some rose gold, I think. And I think we'll do a swirl with it. All right, so I'm going to take some of my soap base here. I'm going to be putting it in. Oh, nuts. I did not put my fragrance in. I'm sorry. I am so distracted at the moment. All right. Let's put some in here too. Goodness. All right, so there's our peppermint or our candy cane, and I do have some actual hardcore peppermint. I didn't have enough to do a whole batch with. It's really smelling good. All right, so I have my pink and my plain, and I'm going to be making my candy cane soap. Okay, I just want to put some of that in there. So what I want to do here is playing in the soap can be a lot of fun, a little stressful, but a lot of fun too. Okay. This is alcohol. It prevents some of the ashing that can happen on top of your soap. There we go. This is the candy cane swirl. Our next one is going to be called Evergreen Forest. And quite honestly, our soap is thickened, like it's ready to go here. So I'm gonna put in my colorant as well. Goes. I'm just going to gently start stirring it in. It smells so good. All right, my battery did run out. I had to switch it out, but I am on to cocoa butter cashmere. I've already done, let's see, the pine. I've done fresh snow, that's what I've done. It looks really pretty. It's like a blue and creamy white. And now this one here should be pretty thick, and I'm going to be working with it, it is cocoa butter cashmere. And I'm just gonna do a fun deal with that here. I don't know if y'all can see very much or not. And I've got several different colors. One's a copper, one's like a rose color, one's supposed to be more like a gold. How's that for aftermath, y'all? All right, here they all are. Beautiful. We have apple rose, and we have an evergreen, we have a cardamom and cedar. Oh my, we've got candy cane and evergreen and fresh snow and cocoa butter cashmere. So there they all are, and there is my mess that has to be cleaned up. Plus, like I said, the tub that all my supplies were in was dirty, had oil spill in it, so I had to clean that up. Actually, my husband helped with that, so I've got to get all this put away as well. Yeah, all right, time to hop to cleaning up. Alrighty, it's cleaned up, everything's back in the bin, and all we're left with is beautiful soap, pile of towels to be washed, and this calendula oil is looking great. Well, were you wondering what had happened to our calendula that we had in the crock pot? Here it is, several days later. I have honestly just let it soak in the little crock pot. I had it on low, heated up, and then I just turned it off, and I've let it infuse for 2 or 3 days now. And so it is just, I'm straining it off now through this cheesecloth right into this little pot that I have, and then I can add the beeswax to that and get it all ready for the little balm tins, I guess you would say. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, do you see this beautiful golden oil? This is our calendula oil, and I'm going to be adding some beeswax, and we're going to melt it. Alright, there's my beeswax. This is from some friends of ours that raise bees and honey. I'm going to add that to the calendula oil, and then we're going to head on over to the stove and melt that. Okay, now we will add in 3 tablespoons of our vitamin E oil to act as a preservative. Okay, now that I have this and the vitamin E oil in, I'm adding in lavender essential oil. Let's see. All right, stir it all together here, and then I'm going to be pouring it into my tins. There's all the canning that's been done today. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bummed. I thought I had 12 of these tins, but apparently only I had 6, and so, or 8. I thought I had more than I had, but anyway. So, how do you like my makeshift? These will be our home ones, and then I can pass these along or whatever. Anyway, they have the nice little lid here. and they are tin, so you really want a darker container. These here, I guess we'll just keep them in a drawer. Anyway, there's the Calendula Salve. So it's another day, but I thought I'd show you guys the soap. Isn't it so pretty? I'm going to show you guys. We're going to cut some of it and see what it looks like on the inside so that we can get it to drying. I do have just a cheese cutter here that I use for cutting the soap with. So I think I'm going to start with, let's see. What was this one? I'm trying to remember. I know this was candy cane. Alright, let's start with this one here. Oh my goodness, I think it's going to be really pretty. Look at that. Love, love, love.
And I started shooting at them, and they started shooting at us.
Isn't that beautiful? Loving it.
So I went up to one and they got mean, and I stabbed him in the height with the gun.
Beautiful.
And then
Okay, this is the cocoa butter cashmere, and I have to say this smells so delicious. Really, really like it. Glad I'm getting this cut because it will speed up the curing process with it. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that inside. Isn't that beautiful? And like I said, it just smells so good. Oh, that one's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?